my name's Jenna, and I recently got to interview a really good friend of mine as well as an inspiring health and fitness blogger on how to stay consistent with your diet and fitness. If that's something you're struggling with, I strongly recommend you watch this interview. Thank you. What got you into health and fitness?
A friend of mine brought over the P90X program, which everyone's heard of, and he kind of challenged me to do it. Like most people, I put the DVD in, and I was completely floored. I couldn't do anything. It was just really embarrassing. It was just kind of a wake-up call that I needed to start changing around my lifestyle.
What's your diet plan like?
What I do is essentially all my meals are protein vegetable. So
Okay.
I'll just pick a lean protein that I feel like, and then I'll pick a vegetable. And then so for carbs, I try to plan those after my workout. 80% of my carbs go right there. You know, and then maybe sporadically I'll have a little bit here during the day. And that's just kind of what I try to follow. It's not always perfect. Like a typical day, like I have a shake in the morning. From there, it's just kind of protein, vegetables.
Is there a specific portion size, or is it just kind of eat until you're full?
It's really just eat until I'm full. If you overthink it, then it becomes a job. And at that point, people give up, and that's where they fall off track. So if I follow just these general guidelines, I try to stay in, then I keep kind of the body and the performance.
Awesome. Which leads me to my next question, what are your thoughts on the macros? Do you portion them?
So while like macros work really well for some people, and I'm not saying they wouldn't for me, they just don't fit into my life. I know my body. You wake up, you look in the mirror, and either you're happy with your progress or you're not. I know people that do it and have incredible physiques, incredible bodies. I think if I ever maybe needed to take it to the next level, might have to dive into that. But I'm happy with how my body looks. When I go to the beach, I don't mind taking off my shirt. So why add them into my program if it's already working for me?
That's kind of my tie to the first question, but what keeps you motivated? I mean, like you said, I'm sure you cheat, but as soon as you realize that, you get back right on track.
For me, it's got to change. Motivation always has to change, and I don't look at something as I don't try to gain motivation. If anything, I just try to forget about the term. So really my motivation, and then also just keeping good company. If all your friends have awesome bodies or something, you're gonna start moving towards that too.
Right.
You're not gonna just let yourself go off the rail there, because if you have it, then you don't have to worry about it. But if you don't have it, then you almost freak yourself out trying to get it, and sometimes you can't get motivated.
Jimmie, what is the best advice that you can give for anyone to get results?
My best advice, and I kind of say this all the time, is it's kind of a two-part thing. It's like one, if you want to change, then change. And basically, if something's not working for you, then stop doing it. I see all these poor people going to the gym for years, and they're on the treadmill for an hour or two a day, and they're losing like a pound a month. If you're not seeing results, then you got to change. I don't care if your trainer comes to you and says you have to be on this plan and this is perfect, but if it's not working for you, and you reasonably tried it, gave it some time, you got to change, right? You got to do something different. Know your body, figure it out. It's a journey, not a destination. I'm always kind of constantly changing, adding, subtracting new foods, adding in new workouts, routines, just keeping it. Variety is the spice of life, they say. So
where do you get all these resources from? Let's say something didn't work. Now what do I do? Now what do I eat? Now what do I work out? Where can we find these resources?
The first step is really really diving deep into patterns, and starting to kind of pick apart those. People blame it on the things that they're kind of not doing. Like, oh, well, I'm not losing weight, but I'm not drinking soda, I'm not drinking alcohol. It's like, okay, well, you're not losing weight because of the things that you're not doing. We need to look at what you're doing, right? And then honestly, I go to YouTube a lot. One of my latest things is IF, intermittent fasting. I find that's kind of an interesting solution to kind of eating and burning off fat. So I try it. It works with my schedule, so I don't have to do added work and all this other stuff. And it's kind of been working for me, so I'll keep doing it until I either have a new goal or want to change.
Right.
So YouTube, Google, your friends are always a good resource. Find someone that has what you want. Find someone that is successful. My resources, I guess you could say, all around me.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for the interview, Jimmie. These are honestly great answers. I love it every single time when you say, hey, if something doesn't work, try something else. And it's kind of with anything in life, right? So awesome.